V, Cardi B, Olivia Rodrigo, and more drop new music. Billboard takes you to Erykah Badu, Karol G, Beyonce, and more. We sit down with Reneé Rapp and learn more about Nelly Furtado. Happy Friday, music lovers. It's September 8th, and this is Billboard News. Today we have a fun show, and we're kicking it off with new music. Already obsessed with this song. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion team up again after topping the chart with WAP. This time they're giving us Bongos.
Back shots sound like bongos. Ain't scared to admit I'm a freak, at least I'm getting my money.
And I get to talk with the producers behind the track. Hey fellas, thanks for joining us. I gotta start right away by asking you, you've never worked together. I think this is your first time working together, so how did this even start? How do you end up on a track with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion?
I know Breyan, we from Miami. Like we was all coming up, splitting sandwiches and, going through the struggle. So, he went his way with Mike Karen, and they did a lot of crazy hits for Flores and everything. I mean, I'll let him tell you about that. Then I moved on with DJ Snake and everything else. After, the pandemic, we just catch back up again. It was like, God put us in, each other's life for a reason. So it's like, let's just start working and building some more stuff together. And this was just, one of them we did. And here we are now.
You're following WAP, which was a Billboard Hot 100 #1 song. That's a lot to live up to. So now that the track is out, what do you think makes it so different than what the girls offered in the past?
It's a completely different feel. I mean, it's a new kind of bounce. It's a new kind of vibe, to be honest, production-wise. It's a different kind of direction from what WAP was. WAP was a little bit more like a mid-tempo vibe. This is definitely more up-tempo, more driving, giving you some action, something to do,
And now that it's finished, are you guys satisfied with the product?
Absolutely. I feel like the visuals look amazing. I feel like Cardi and Meg are both in their bag, as far as look, as far as, sound. And, at this point now, it's up for the world to appreciate. So, I mean, as far as myself and I think Dizzy, I think we both love it.
And you're talking about the visual. I mean, they always kill it there. When you guys created this song, did you see it getting that far?
It's sexier than I thought.
Yeah, because this song was definitely created for somebody else. But thank God it worked out the way it's supposed to work out.
How is that process as a producer? When you create for one artist and it gets shopped around and ends up with another artist, are you completely separate of that? Do you just put your work out there into the world and it goes where it goes, or do you get invested?
I think there was a little bit less investment in the original idea. The original idea was just trying to kind of come up with something that felt really cool, that felt really like driving. But in this situation, the investment really ended up with Cardi and with Meg. And I think that, they put 150% into it. And, personally, I feel like I don't think you get too attached to any song until it ends up out in the world, because you never know who you're creating a song for, Thank
you so much for taking the time out today to speak with us, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Olivia Rodrigo returns with her sophomore album, Guts. And a rehearsal video for the track All American Bitch, and a teaser for a world tour in the lyric video for Making the Bed. I'm the perfect All-American bitch. We'll have more new music throughout the show, but for now, let's take you through some of the hottest events across the country this week. An Erykah Badu surprise for a celebration. RBD takes over the country. Gracie, Abrams, and Dessner get cozy in New York, while Karol G goes big. And Soho House preps LA for a Beyonce weekend. We take you to it all in this week's Billboard All Access. Our cover stars RBD are touring for the first time since 2008. And not only did we have staff see them Thursday night in Chicago, we also caught them last Friday at Madison Square Garden in New York. Let's talk about New York. Karol G's Mañana Será Bonito tour had MetLife Stadium lit for 2 nights straight.
And we both been brought up through the floor into a state of terrifying. But this is almost scarier.
And it may have made her more nervous than opening for Taylor Swift's Eras tour, but we love seeing Gracie, Abrams, and Dessner's Acoustic set at McKittrick Hotel in New York City. in New York, Soho House celebrated 20 years in America with a surprise performance from Erykah Badu. And as Beyonce landed in LA for 3 nights at SoFi Stadium for her birthday, Soho Warehouse got their members ready with a Renaissance party that included themed cocktails, DJ Asia spinning Only Queen Bee, the Before I Let Go electric slide, and of course a Renaissance fashion contest. And boy did the crowd show up for Beyonce that weekend. The boys of BTS have been dropping solo projects left and right. You see what I did there? And this time, it's V's turn. He's taking us slow dancing in the lead single off his solo album, Layover. Eric Nam has released House on a Hill, and it's not just a treat for the ears, it's a feast for the eyes.
It was only for a moment, but it felt like time had frozen.
I thought, why not try to write and script out multiple music videos and then turn it into a short film. I guess we did borrow a page out of Beyonce's playbook to kind of put together a short film in that sense.
The full Eric Nam interview will be available later this month. We love mean girls around here, if you know what I mean, and our very own Lindsay Haven sat down with Reneé Rapp.
Okay, when you think about the first feature that either you do or someone gets on your song for the first time, who's it gonna be?
Okay, well, I would like to have Casey Musgraves feature on I Hate Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I also think that Jasmine Sullivan could feature on Tummy Hurts if she would like to. I also think Frank Ocean would do well on Willow. I've thought about all like deluxe features for this album. No, I've thought about this in depth. That's right. And if we could AI Karen Carpenter's voice to like feature on like I Wish or something, I think that'd be nice too. Yeah, this is a conversation I have often.
Okay, so it's done.
Yeah, I'm just like shoot for the moon.
Obviously, I mean, you've been kind of on this path of an entertainer long before the EP even. You got your breakout role on Broadway, no big deal, playing Regina in Mean Girls. Were you a fan of that film? Like, do you remember the first time you ever saw that movie?
Oh my God, I don't remember the first time I saw it. It came out in 2003 or 4, so I was 3 or 4. So I was born in 2000. Yes, child. But I watched Mean Girls so many times, so many times. Like, it was the staple in my household. And I was actually just talking to a friend of mine the other day and she was like, yeah, my mom would not let me watch Mean Girls because she was like, I don't want you acting like that. My mom was like, turn it up. She was like, turn it up, turn it on. Yeah, it's always been like such a like iconic movie, of course, for a lot of other people, but really in my life too, I was so obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So obsessed.
Is there a favorite quote?
I love Boo You Whore.
Boo You Whore.
I think that moved mountains. I think that shaped culture. I'm pretty sure Obama said that in his presidential speech. Oh, get in, losers.
Get in, losers.
Right? We're going shopping. It's iconic.
Yeah.
I know, right?
For the full interview, hit Billboard.com. After personally teasing us since June, Tinashe's dropped BB Angel. I'm a millennial, clearly I'm obsessed with Nelly Furtado. And here are 5 things I just learned.
Hey, I'm Nelly Furtado, and I'm gonna list 5 things that you might not know about me. One, I have 3 kids. One's 19, one's 5, and one's 4. So yeah, I'm a mommy of 3, if you didn't know. I'm a supermodel and mami si mami, con 3 hijos. I play trombone, or I used to. My first instrument was ukulele, so that's my instrument fact. I know how to make Portuguese risões de bacalhau. If you know, you know. Number 4, I'm really quirky. You might not know that. I love to stay at the studio till 7 a.m. when the sun rises and bring as many people as I can to jam and have a good time, and all for one and one for all. I'm Nelly Furtado, and those are 5 things you didn't know about me.
That's the show. I'll see you next week. But before you go, here's one more entry in our Friday Music Guide.
Oh, this might sound strange, but I think I'm in love with you.
Chris Stapleton gives us a taste of what's to come with Think I'm in Love with You from his upcoming album, Higher, out November 10th.
I'm in love with you.
For all the latest new music, head to Billboard.com.